not just a sport to me, it is a way to escape the chaos, a way to find peace. It is always where I have been most comfortable. I love swimming and I want to get back to competing. This is my only way to do this, my 4-year plan. My journey of becoming a professional swimmer. Okay. I need to impress Hannah, keep this job, and use the favoritism of being an employee at the sporting complex to get signed as a swimmer. Alright. Can I do it? Today is going to be a busy day. My first official day as the league medic. It's about time. I should go see him. Medic for the league gets his own medical bay, which is nice. What is nicer is the fact that Hannock's office is the farthest place from it. I need to make it slower. Unless he requests to see me in his office. Okay. Then it's a long walk of trying to avoid getting into conversation with people I don't know. Maybe it's the other way. Alright, it is the other way. Okay. This way. This is the new chapter in my journey to becoming a professional swimmer. Okay. I need to succeed. Everything I did before this was to get here. I can't fail now. Okay. Alright, Hannock. He looks giant behind the table. I like the outfits. Yeah. That formality can stay in the Space Force. Just call me Hannock. What type of medic were you in the Force? I was a field medic. On the field helping the boys dealing with the ankles. Okay, I see. Hopefully you saved more than you killed. No, I kill way more. As a medic on the paralysis side, the only way to stop the infection from spreading is to kill the infected. Oh. We're dealing with the paramgels? Why did they have so many medics on that side? The Andromeda front was over 10,000 human medics. The parasite team only has 100 across the whole front to ensure the death of the infected is as painless as possible without ourselves getting affected. Sure. You must have scored highly on the exams to get that position, which makes me confident in you for this role. No killing required. Thank you, sir. I hope to do well, even though this position strays out of the medical territory. Okay. I hope so too. I'm a little skeptical hiring someone from the Space Force, but you are from Quantia. It's odd seeing someone else from the Force who isn't from wherever that is. He's not wrong. Limerans typically don't join, we just want to live our lives. The only reason to join is to get something out of it, like a medical job. To be honest, I was extremely shocked to hear you're from Samira. Samirians are typically against following Quantia's lead. Okay, whatever that is. I don't know these places. Joining the force is one of the few ways to escape poverty on Samaria. I care less about being a commander, except it gives me financial opportunities. Okay. That makes way more sense. Sumerians and Quantians don't typically get along. Well, let's get down to business, so we both can get what we want. Do you know what it is required of you? I don't. A little. I am to examine each athlete in each league and use our examinations to predict the winner and the loser of the events. Okay. Correct. I am a betting man. The odds historically can only get 1 out of every 3 or 4 predictions right. Okay. How will my performance be reviewed? While you still are the league's physician and have to tend to the athlete's medical needs, I want you to correctly predict half of all betting outcomes. Okay. So that means I have to accurately predict who is coming last and who is coming first in an event at least 50% of the time. Yes, I will use a simple point system. You will get 1 point for every correct prediction. At the end of each league, I expect you to have at least 20 points. The more points you get, the more money I make. This doesn't sound legal. I'm not sure if this is accomplishable, even if I get more information than the betting odds. Sometimes randomness wins the day. Hopefully it's easier than I imagined. I need 20 points to each league to continue working here. Yep. Later today, the athletes will be introduced to the public. Tomorrow, you will get to examine them, and the events start the day after that. Okay. When I applied for this position, they said I would also be involved in trying to grow the Thebes Sporting Complex. Thebes? That complex's growth has stagnated. This was one of the earliest complexes that promoted gay men and one of the few complexes that is sex positive. We are looking for ways to end this stagnation. Okay. I think focus on sex positivity also reduces the cost of equipment necessary. No swim caps or any other small equipment that eats away at the low margins. Okay. We almost had to spend a ton of money for renovations, but because some of the reset plans are close to integration, the union asked the industry to adhere to the lower technology levels for an easier transition. Sure. Okay, I think I get it. I don't. One more thing. As you know, the league does one event per day for 5 days, then breaks for a day. On those breaks, feel free to explore around. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Hannock. I'll get back to the medic bay so that I can watch the introductions. See you soon, and good luck. I did not catch on to any of that. One part thinks it's impossible, the other part thinks they're weirdly confident. Just have to wait for the introductions before I can truly get started. Galactic Athletes. It shouldn't be too long before it begins. I like the transition though. Welcome to Thebes Sporting Complex. Let's start the opening ceremony for the Galactic Athletes. Yay! Okay. Galactic Athletes League compromises of 20 events, 18 permanent and 2 that are replaced every 5 years. Here's the order of the events. The winner of each event will get 10 points, second will get 8 points, and 6-1 points for third through 8th. The winner of each event will also top last place. Okay. The top 4 athletes will move on to the Champions League, while the bottom 4 will move to the Redemption League. Okay. And finally, here are the competitors for the Red League of the Galactic Athletes. Yay! Up first is BlancoKix. He is 20 years of age and from Lemuria. Okay. He is a track and field athlete that specializes in long jump. Maybe you'll get to see more of his skin in the competition. I will need to use the examination to find his weaknesses and strength. The next athlete is Atlas Ganymede. He is 18 years old and from Lemuria. Okay. Atlas spends his professional career doing track and field throwing events. Okay. He may have an abundance of confidence. The third athlete to be competing is Eros Lagnia. He is 21 and a marathoner. Good for him. He seems like a very serious person. Next up is Maison Karubo. He is 18 years old and ready to compete. He's not a professional athlete. Not uncommon for the complex to put non-athletes in the league for some variety. That is definitely going to make my job harder. Athlete number 5 is Vesper Poltar, the 20-year-old swimmer. Cool, swimmer. Maybe I can talk to him about competing. I'm glad so far there doesn't seem to be a big catch or twist. Some years they might only have sprinters compete, only swimmers to keep things unpredictable. The 6th athlete is Niles Nefer, a sprinter who is 19 years old. He looks quite thin. I guess that makes sense for a sprinter. Next to the stage is Jonas Kratos. He's a bodybuilder at the age of 22. Okay. Bodybuilder, I'm not sure how well he will do. Just because he has muscle doesn't mean he knows how to use it. He may be another one that I need to examine closely. The last athlete in the Red League is Izar Butis. He is 19 years of age and a professional decathlon athlete. Decathlon athletes are proficient in a number of events, but they aren't seen as amazing in them. Okay, it's like a jack of all trades. He may come middle of the pack in most events. Those are 8 athletes in the Red League. I don't know if this has made me more or less confident. I should go. I can't do anything until tomorrow. Only time will tell how well I'm able to do. Alright. Oh, we just transitioned to the next day? Had to look really close at all 8 athletes. They already have their field test results, so today is just about their muscles. Hopefully they will let me do my job easily. Bronte, okay. Well, come on in. I'm Finn. I'm the league's medic. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Bronte. Tell me about yourself. Well, I'm from Lemira. I come from a family that is in the film industry. Oh, and I'm 20, so I'm a little nervous. Okay. No worries, I get it. This is probably a very new experience for you. What made you want to compete in the league? I grew up loving track and field. Always wanted to be the best, but my parents want me in the film industry with them. They're not supportive of me being an athlete. I'm not sure if I have the skills to do it. So this is kind of my one chance. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Sounds like a ton of pressure. It is. They hate the idea of me competing in this, and we're trying to get me to quit. Hopefully I can show them that I am good enough to do what I love. Maybe gain some fans so I can start earning money. Well, gotta start somewhere. Well, the good news is the only way you could fail is by not winning a single event. Every athlete that does gain a ton of fans and showcases their abilities to the world. I was hoping to not humiliate myself. Feeling like he needs to prove himself that he can do it. You did some field tests to show off some abilities. If you did them, has anything happened to you, like an injury or illness, that would impact them? Other than dying from embarrassment at the endurance test, no. Yeah, he scored very low on endurance. We can't be good at everything, but at least you finished the test. I'm just hoping not to come last at any of the long races or swimming events. Imagine struggling just to finish a race and having to bound for someone. What? That would be exhausting. Hopefully the top is nice enough to... Oh. Okay. I'm sure you'll be fine. Shall we start the examination? Now I'll just need you to take your clothes off and lay down on the scanner. Alright. Okay. So he has decent muscles. Okay. Alright, and that concludes the examination. Thanks for your cooperation. Yeah, no worries. I guess this is the last thing I have to do before the first event. Sit back and relax until then. Now I'll be the medic looking after you. So if you ever run into a problem or need anything, come find me here. Will do. Thanks, Finn. Have fun. 7 examinations to go. Should keep track of all the data points that I've collected. That way I can use them when making my predictions. Yeah. Alright, hello, welcome to the Galactic Athletes Medical Bay. You're athletes, right? Alright, that's him. Great, how are you? Good? Seems totally opposite to how he was in the opening ceremony. Who made you want to compete? Always wanted to be an athlete. And I was always good at javelin, so I decided to try it out professionally. I thought the league would be a good place to start, building a fan base. I guess it is. Nice. That's what this league is known for. Has anything happened to you since you did the field test? Have you felt unwell at all? Other than a small infection? No. Great. Should we get started? You could just take off your clothes and lay on the scanner. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's the end of the examination. It's a shame. It's still as confident as before, just quieter. It's like a quiet confidence. Ask you a question? Other than that one? Yeah, you were loud in the ceremony, but almost the exact opposite here. Is there a reason I should know about? That was just for the cameras. Nobody follows a quiet athlete. Interesting strategy. Gotcha. Making sure nothing was wrong. If something is wrong or if you need to see me, you may always stop by. Mm. That's two down, quarter of the way there. Hopefully others go as smoothly as these ones have. Hello, my name is Eros. I'm here for the examination. Hey there, my name is Finn. How are you? Good. You know how long the exam will take? I have to get back to training as soon as possible. Damn, okay. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Depending on the day before the events start. Is that a wise idea? I train the areas I won't use in the following few days for recovery. I need to do well, and I have a lot of weaknesses. No worries. Everyone has weaknesses. That's what makes our strengths even better. I can't afford to have them. I don't even know how to respond to that. Okay, have you had any recent changes to your health at all? Or anything that I should know about? No, nothing catastrophic. Then the skill sets tests are accurate. See, well, let's begin the physical examination. Could you please take your clothes off and lay on the table scanner? That's the entire exam. You may now go back to training if you like. If you have any, any questions or medical concerns, you always come here to find me. Mm. Also depends on the situation. First place always sees the biggest jump in support, followed by second place, and then eighth place. Getting a place, however, has diminishing returns. Okay. So the more times I will get eighth, the less support I will gain. Correct. Especially if it looks like you essentially got eighth Also 10 times the amount of people watch the Champions League over the normal leagues, and 2 times over the Redemption leagues. It's important to gain fans, but maybe worth it to make the Champions League first. Okay. Thanks for the advice. No problem. Anytime you need to chat, I'll be here. Have a good day. Okay. Go back with him. Hopefully he doesn't crack under the pressure. I feel like he will. Salute. I'm here for the medical examination. He's Sumerian. He doesn't have anything to suggest he is military either. Plus, I remember properly, he wasn't an athlete. How did he get off this planet? Ask him. Nice to meet you, I'm Finn. Please tell me about yourself. Amazing. I'm 18 and just hopefully starting my career. I got selected at the Thebes community tryouts. Okay, that makes sense. Community tryouts are specific to Lumira. Each planet has professional tryouts, but community tryouts are reserved for here. How long have you been here from Sumeria? Oh, God, you would know that. 2 months. Being here noticeably different than back home. Day and night, also not home any longer. Feels like a touchy subject for him, although I still don't know how he got here. My apologies. Before we begin, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. No worries. I see you score pretty highly for the hurdles test. I wouldn't be shocked if I could run faster over hurdles than running without them. How did you get so good at hurdles? I'm not the fastest. Stripping over things is how I evade. Sorry? Nothing, just a joke. Have you experienced any medical issues since your last examination? No. It says here you were tested for different types of cancer. Is there a reason I should know about? It's not a test that's typically given to the competitors in this league. Definitely no. That might be a piece of information that benefits myself, and if I know, I'm not used to asking people questions and examinations. I need to change my tactic to build trust for the future. Shall we start the examination? Sure. What do you need from me? Close and lie on the scanner. The scanner of that thing? Interesting. You didn't seem to be skeptical of any of the technology as your average Sumerian. Yes, I'll begin momentarily. Well, that's the entire exam. You're good to go. Need to talk to me about anything, or if you have a medical problem, I'll be here. Thanks, will do. How did he manage to get here? Things don't really add up. Should focus on the next person. I think Vesper is next, the swimmer. Shouldn't have to worry about anything bad happening in this exam. We should get along fine. You'll be surprised. Grace the stars. No, Quantian. Time Finn, let's please introduce yourself. Gladly, I'm Vesper Pulsar, a 20-year-old swimmer. Lover to both men and women. Okay. Bad day for work. Okay. So Space Force is 2 years training, 2 years duty. How the Quintinian out at 20. Interesting. That he didn't mention Quantia at all. That's a normal. Probably from Quantia. There it is. Welcome. How long have you been a swimmer for? A year. I've been quite successful. My manager thinks this would be a great opportunity to gain fans. That's nice. Are you ready to get started? Why are we doing another examination? The first one should be enough, especially since outdated tech is being used in this one too. Going from examining a Sumerian to examining a Quantian is like getting punched in the face. Just want to make sure nothing changes to get a bit of information for marketing purposes. Even someone like you will be able to deduce that statement as a lie. Doing a contest allows you to play pretend with all the hot guys. Am I allowed to hit him? The medic in me thinks I shouldn't, but the Space Force in me thinks I should repeatedly. He's not wrong about it being a lie. It's really for betting purposes. The investor thinks that by examining everyone, I'll be able to predict who will win and lose. A bit better than the odds. Okay. I'm shocked you told me the truth. Henrik already told you all of this, what this really is for. I'm sure why he has you lying about it. Okay. Why would he not tell me that? I look like an ass to the other athletes. I assume your swimming technique is near flawless? Claims to be a medic, makes assumptions. In your field, it's not good to be judgy. Anyways, I think it's great, but my manager says some improvements could be made. He's kind of a smart ass. Starting to see why he needed to come here, get more fans. I noticed you were never assessed by the Space Force, which is a requirement for all members. Is there a reason that you didn't? Why does that matter to you? In case you were hiding something from them that I will need to know about. I'm required to keep all this private and only use it in the very generalized predictions, so it'll be safe with me. I'm not part of the Space Force. Well, I'm sorry. I thought since every Quantian is required to join. That's why I'm here. Not on Quantia. Became an outcast on that planet. Huh. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, Lemuria is a nice home where you can live your life how you want to live it, even if the technology is centuries behind. Thanks, I guess. I'm guessing from earlier there is no need to ask about your health. Sorry for the assumption. Yeah, nothing changed. Shall we get started then? Need you on the scanner. Yes, you do. Marketing portion of that is real. mm. Okay, I get this. I get it. Yep, we're done. Is there anything else you need from me? Not at the moment. But if you have any questions or medical concerns, I'd be more than happy to help. Alright, thanks. Much of a nightmare he has been. I do feel bad. Hey, just so you know, it can be intimidating out there, especially naked. The fans don't care about... Okay. They want a good show, and a 61 side has no effect on either. Yeah, give them a show, I guess. Okay, we're halfway done. Hopefully the last 3 are not as painful as that just was. Luke, I'm here for my appointment. Again. Hello, Niles, is it? I'm Finn. Yeah, I'm Niles. Nice to meet you. Sarah, would you tell me a little about yourself? You're a professional sprinter, right? Depends who you ask, but yes, I sprint. I'm 19 and I'm from Samaria. Some scout picked up on my speed before I did and had me competing in local races. Worked my way up to competing galactic wide. This is kind of the beginning of my career. Okay. Scout really goes to Samaria. You got lucky. Good for you. I'm guessing then you're hoping to use this as an opportunity to build a level of support as you start racing? Actually, my manager said I needed to do this to gain confidence. Any viewers who end up becoming fans is kind of just a bonus. Okay, so confidence. I see. How are you feeling about competing here? I don't belong. Also a little scared that I might be naked in front of millions of eyeballs. If it makes you feel any better, the scouts for the league always look for specific criteria in its athletes, including met certain ones. You belong as an athlete here. Thanks. We'll see how well I do then. I think he'll do fine. Do you have any health concerns or any changes to your health recently? No, all good. Well, that's good news then. Starting the competition off right. I just don't want to embarrass myself. Understandable. Feel worrying. How about you set yourself a goal? What do you need to do to not embarrass yourself? Uh, bare minimum want to win the 100 meter. It would also be nice to not come last more times than I come first. Okay. Well, there you go. Use something to strive for and the bare minimum to achieve. Shall we get started? Did you move your clothes or get on the scanner? Oh, I guess the new thing starts now? This is just one set of eyes. Yeah. The machine thing isn't gonna kill me, right? No piece of technology here is going to kill you. And that's it for your exam. If you ever need anything, please come and find me. I will. Are you going to be watching the competition? Yes. How could I possibly miss it? Unless one of the athletes gets injured. So don't do that. I'm glad. No promises when it comes to shot put. Good luck. Alright, I fully expected another weird encounter there, but he was genuinely friendly. No, what I would expect from us, Marion. Today is almost over. Just two to go. Hopefully not my two hardest. So, hi, Dr. Guy, are you the one that's checking my body out today? Okay. I'm feeling I'm a medic that is doing your medical exam. Could you tell me about yourself? I'm Jonas, I'm a bodybuilder, 22 years old. What else? I do this on my own off season so I can continue to show off my body, stay in shape. I think that covers it. Anything changed recently regarding your health? Bodybuilding is in its off season, so I'm off my routine. Mentally, it is frustrating. I love doing it. And I get that it's healthy to have an off season, but it's my passion. I hate having to stop for a bit. Okay. Well, that wouldn't affect any of his test skills. That's so nice to know. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. If you're struggling mentally, you can always come by. We can maybe figure out a plan to help you out. That would be sweet. Great, shall we begin? Need you to get your clothes and lay on the scanner. Damn, are we... What? No. I need to do the exam. Not for others to enjoy. Gotcha. Okay, Jonas. Alright, and that's the exam done. No. Well, I'll be watching the event, so I'm sure I'll see it live. Like this, I can whip in it. Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. If you need anything health related, including mentally, you can always come see me. I will. Thank you. Good luck tomorrow. How's a personality and a half? I'm almost done. Can we please end with someone a little normal? That would be great. Well, not another one. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. I almost forgot about this today. But here I am. That hair is awesome. Good thing you're the last athlete and not the first one then. I know, that wouldn't have been a good first impression. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? Yeah, I'm 19 years old. You're from Quantia. I do decathlons. It's for fun. Kind of like sex-free mini versions of this league. I was scouted for the league and thought that double the events and... What? Okay. He does not talk like a Quantian. Let me be rude, most Quantians join the Space Force, but you're 19 and already an established athlete. This means you didn't join at all. Is that correct? Yeah, not my thing. Everything is so structured and stressful on Quantia. I know the Force would be just like it. That's why I had to leave. Okay. Good for you. I can only imagine how hard that decision would have been. The amount of pushback you would have received and continue to receive. That's why I'm here. I just want to live life. I have nothing back on that planet anyway. There was a tinge of something in what he said. Poor guy. Pontiac can be ruthless when the citizens don't do what society expects them to do. Any health concerns lately? Anything in your medical history that has changed? Nope. Healthy as I was when I was last tested. Glad to hear that. You're still healthy. Glad to still be healthy. Shall we get started with the physical exam? I need you to take your clothes off and lay on the scanner. Yay. Sure. Alright, that is the end of the medical exam. You're free to leave. That wasn't so bad. Can't believe I almost missed this. If you ever need anything, you can always come by. I'd be happy to help. Then I'll be happy to come by. Good luck tomorrow. You too. We're ending on a high note. It's nice to finally be done. I admit it is fun looking at guys all day though. There is one that stands out though. Okay, should go prepare for the start of the league tomorrow. Yep. Okay. We'll save here. The main menu. Alright. And we will focus on the actual events and stuff in the next video. So, stay tuned for that.